What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Yeah, I practiced a different type of body game in 2024. Yeah, y'all remember, because, y'all remember. Anybody who's followed me a long time know I had a stroke in October of 2023. And you remember I did that video. I said I had to practice, body game more than ever. In fact, I'll put it in there. Y'all see how far I've come. Shoot. I mean, it was tough. I mean, I told y'all I couldn't walk the same. Couldn't eat anything. And it was funny. All these people were like, yeah, eat this, eat this, eat this. I'm like, man, I had a feeding tube in my stomach. And I got that. That's a reminder for the rest of my life, because even when they took it out, now I got two navels. Shit. But I said, like I said in that video I did, and I put, like I said, I put a link to it in the description box. I had to practice a different type of body game this year. Because at first, y'all remember, you like, anybody who watched that show on Netflix, Physical 100, that Korean show, I said, you know what, if they did a show like that in America, despite my age, I was going to try out for that joint. And I was ready. I was throwing up weights, throwing up the 300 pounds, lifting those heavy weights and everything. But that wasn't quite the case. And shit had that stroke. I couldn't hardly pick up anything. I had to have therapy just to write my name good. Shoot, I had to do like exercises just for my hands. In fact, doctors after that, they were like, oh yeah, they looking at me writing my signature on stuff. I was like, dang. And shoot, couldn't lift. I remember the first time I went back to the gym, I was using a walker. I had to have a walker. I could barely push machine weights. So I said, you know what? That American version of Physical 100, and I'll put a link to that in the description box if y'all don't know about that. It's on Netflix, and they looking, I think they filming their third season now. And they gonna have people from different countries. I'm still waiting for America to do it. I don't know. Depends on when they do it. I still might try out for it. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't as confident. I ain't as gung-ho as I was at first. Because I used to be able to do all that stuff. But then, you had that stroke. It's just a big deal just to walk. I had any physical therapist or occupational therapist watching, y'all know. Yeah, I know, because shoot, it was a big deal. One exercise I had to do was just taking stuff out of a cabinet. They make sure. I had one exercise, they had to make sure I could like lift my feet to get in a tub. I mean, it was that deep to get up steps. So it was just like, it's something different. So in 2024, I started out 2024, on New Year's Eve on 2023. Shoot, I couldn't eat anything. I had walkers and canes all over my house. Shoot. Because, I got 3 floors and stuff. I had a cane at the bottom floor. On my main floor, the second floor, I had a walker. I'd walk to the steps. I could get up the steps. Of course, and that's thankful. That's the occupational physical therapist made sure I could climb up steps. Because I remember last year, I remember me and my co-parent, man, we were talking about maybe getting a bed or something for the second floor, Yeah. Getting a bed or something. Because, hey, she was concerned about coming up the steps. I remember when they had to get me to come home. And my oldest son, he had to come along and stuff. If necessary, help me get up the steps. Just to get to that floor. But that was all right. It's actually easier climbing the steps than anything else. Believe it or not, that's still the easiest thing. And but just the body game I had to practice, just to be able to move and walk and everything. And I had to change how I worked out. Like I do a lot of walking on treadmills and stuff just to maintain my balance and stuff. I gotta hold on though. I gotta hold on. And even now, I still gotta do some stuff. Now it's kind of funny now because y'all thought I was joking about it. Some people who follow me because I said I gotta walk like Denzel to walk normal. If I walk slow, I'd be waddling a little bit. If I walk like Denzel or walk a little bit faster, I'd be doing all right. Gotta lean a certain way and all of that. I'm laughing about it, but it was a year though. But it's just as important for body game because body game, and I've said, normally when I'm talking about it and other guys in the body game nation talking about it, it's about getting women. But it's really, ultimately, is being in your best shape or just being healthy. Just being healthy. Because women like different shit anyway, so you don't have to be a particular body. That's one thing I had to make clear. Because different women some women like you slimmer, some women like some meat on you and everything. I've lost track because even in the comments, some women say, oh yeah, we like you more with some meat on you. It all depends. It all depends. In fact, I saw like this YouTube, this dude I follow on YouTube, I don't know if he wanted his name announced here. That dude was big and swole like crazy. There were people in the comments like, yeah. But see, I wasn't even thinking about all of that. I was not thinking about all of that. I'm thinking about, shoot, can I move without the walkers and canes? And it was interesting what I would do with the cane. Because at first I had the walker had to go out, but then even with the cane, what I would do is I would use the cane a little bit to walk, but then walk a few feet, you like hold the cane up. I had to get to a point, I had to actually work. And that was some work right there. Get to the point I didn't need the cane. And that was the thing, but it was one of the most important things was just everyday exercise, or at least most of the days, at least 5 days a week, and just doing like more cardio than I used to do. I used to didn't do that much cardio because they say when you older, it's more important you do some resistance training. I've said that, but now because of the stroke and having to be able to walk and practice walking, doing more cardio, especially on the treadmill. Treadmill's boring though, but still, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. I didn't mind. I'm gonna tell you what, it was the biggest challenge though. It really was a challenge because, I said I want to get on the American version, despite my age of physical 100. If they ever they'll get around to it because America be stealing everything, not everything, right? So, but I don't know if when they'll get to it. They'll get to it at some point. I don't know. See, it depends on when they get to it. I might just say, you know what? Let me get on here anyway. Because sometimes when you challenge, one thing about body game, when you challenge yourself, when you have a specific goal, that can actually get you to a certain level. That's one thing I would say have, regardless. Even if it's not even about women, because like I said, women like different things, Women like different, you don't know what they like, but they still have a goal. Like if you want to lift a certain amount, have that goal, if you want to run a certain run certain places, have that goal and everything. Whatever. Just have a goal that you can make. Yeah, shoot, my goal this past year was just being able to walk okay. Walk okay and still build it up. I would say lifting wise, I can't do what I was before the stroke, but you know what? I've gotten to a point, because I remember the first time I tried to do something, I was breathing hard. A brother was breathing hard, but then after that, after a few months, I'm like, oh, okay. And that doing, I would say, 5 to 10 pounds less than what I was used to be doing anyway. I could probably still go higher, but the main thing is just to be able to move everything, and even doing something as simple as writing. Because remember, I said, shoot, some occupational therapists, they were making sure I could just move my fingers good, and I can actually do that well. I can write very articulate now. But it's still something. It's still the training and all of that. And that's one of the main things, because it was funny. Everybody was like, eat this, eat that. I'm like, I need to be telling me some physical stuff to be doing. Because that's the main thing. That's the main thing. If you, the sun, always the sun. But right here at this spot, every time I come, that's the main thing. It's just the physical thing. And I would say not even to get to that point. Because trust me, you don't want to have that stroke. Sometimes you're going to have it anyway. Like I said before, sometimes you get some athletes and stuff, they'll get a stroke. Even at a young age. It is what it is. Some of it is biological or, genetic rather. But regardless of the case, you still want to exercise. You still want to exercise regularly. And you don't have to be doing it just to be, unless you're in some contest, you don't have to be going hard or to get women. Like I say, women like different shit. You just got to figure out which women like whatever you presenting. You can be a big man. You got some women, they want that big man. They want that stomach laying on top of them. They can be tiny as shit. And they still want somebody a little bit bigger. Then some other women want a slim man. But whatever the case, you still need to get up there. Like, you get some dudes talking about they skinny fat. Like, what the fuck? Come on, man. Everybody can work out. And I'll be, within a couple months, I'll be 60 years old, still working out. Still doing what I gotta do. And still practicing the body game. Still practicing body game. Oh yeah, and there's always a person here or there. They see a little bit, don't see the whole picture and shit. You stupid as shit. You gotta see the whole picture. You gotta see the whole picture. And plus, it'd probably be somebody talking shit who ain't gonna look me in the eye and say that shit. It's easy to talk trash online. But I already know. And I even had recent doctors say, hey, yeah, you've come a long way. Because even you go to the doctor, they watching how you walk, everything. They paying attention to everything. You gotta be like, shoot. And it's still work. I still ain't 100%. Still ain't 100%, but better than I was a year ago this day. New Year's Eve, man, like I said, had 2 walkers and a cane, couldn't eat anything, losing weight like a motherfucker. Even some dudes trying to say some stuff, trying to say, oh, you're looking good. No, that wasn't good, yo. That wasn't good. It's only good if I'm doing it purposely and shit, right? And stuff. And like I said, more women than I can count, they would hit me up like, hey, you need a sandwich, you need some help. That's one thing. And even when you engage in body game, ultimately it really is about being in your best, being healthy, you know, being healthy. And you still want to eat good and everything too. You know, it's useless if you're working out and then you eating a bunch of like fast foods and everything. You still want to eat well. Make sure you eat well. You know, so you still got to look at all of that. You still got to look at all of that. And just doing it and really, because, you know, you get some dudes like, oh, I don't want to do it for women. Well, do it for your health then. And even if you married, do it, you know, do it for your health. Do it, you know, to be in, to feel good and everything. Because exercise is important. Because that's what they say. Even when they saying different stuff you can get, they always saying exercise, exercise, exercise. So that's the thing. You want to make sure that you're doing that. All right. You want to make sure. And you know, I'm gonna be real. It's something. You know, and it actually feels good just exercising, knowing I had to do it anyway. You know, I feel good. I'll be real. I feel good just coming the distance. Cause like I said, a year ago today, man, it was tough. Couldn't eat anything. And that was bad because you look at commercials and all this talking about some food. You like, you know, you just like, oh man, this ain't the same. This ain't the same. Yeah, let me just pull right here. Anyway, man. Yeah. Full year body game, doing my thing. And I'm gonna tell you what, I was very open about it. I don't have a problem saying it or talking about it. I was very open about it because, you know, just let you know, hey, one, I'm human. Two, you know, anybody else going through it, because there was a few other people going through some stuff too, man. Just let you know, man. Hey, man, never give up no matter what. No matter what. You know, you going through anything, medical emergency, and trust me, people have some different stuff. You really don't know. You just keep going anyway, man. You just keep going no matter what, man. No matter what. And if I can do it at my age, if you have my age, then I don't see any excuses. I'm serious. I don't, man. Because I easily could have said, oh, man, oh, I can't do this, I'm this, I'm that. Man, fuck that. Shit. I told you, my goal is to live into my 90s or 100s or something like that. You know, that's my goal. You know, if I'm going to do that, though, I got to be hitting the gym, working out. And I got stuff in my house anyway. You know, I got stuff in my house. Anybody who doubt that, I'll put another video of me working out in my garage. All right. So anyway, but anyway, I just had a car coming in and wanted to make sure I wasn't parked too crazy. Anyway, I gotta go in this post office get something. But anyway, man, let me end this with a corny thing, man. I'll see y'all next year. Peace and blessings.